Blessed be everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an ancestral healing. But before we do, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help witches and Wiccans establish a spiritual practice where you can practice the craft every day and connect to nature, yourself and the divine without the overwhelm of not knowing where to start or what to do. And if you are interested in taking the witchcraft path but you don't know where to start or what to do download my free video, How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. Apart from that, I do help Wiccans and witches establish the spiritual practice through my courses and also through my one-on-one coaching. So I'm here to help you, and I hope that you enjoy these videos as well, because I have quite a lot of them on YouTube now, and they're all based on witchy, pagan topics, as well as a lot of inner work and inner exploration at the same time. Today we're working with the ancestors. So our ancestors are a very important part of our lives. We are genetically connected to them, and we are also spiritually connected to them as well. And even if you have ancestors that you're not particularly fond of or who weren't particularly nice or good people, still do this work anyway, because a lot of us who are drawn to the craft, who are drawn to the inner work as well, and we want to be happier people, we're wanting to feel more connected to who we are, and we're ready to take that journey into ourselves. We're doing this on behalf of our ancestors. We've come into this life saying, okay, I'm going to participate in healing a lot of this ancestral crap that has been carried around for generations upon generations upon generations. So you volunteered to do it. So this is one way that you can do it. My favorite way of working with releasing ancestral crap, essentially, or beliefs or about ourselves and the world, is through EFT. But in this example, it's not going to be EFT based. It's going to be simply using visualization. But very, very similar to the way that I do work with EFT. I like to bring people to the point where they can start to release things from their DNA, from their cellular bodies, and also from their ancestry and from their bloodline, so that you're not just clearing things away for yourself and the future generations, you're clearing things away for your ancestors. So if they come back and incarnate again, then they have an opportunity to have different lives as well. And that also gives you the opportunity to have a better life, because you don't want to be carrying around all that ancestral baggage. And even if you're not fond of your ancestors, like I said at the beginning, clearing away this energy helps you. It helps you remove it from yourself. And hopefully when your ancestors come back, they will not be so negative or so nasty, or they'll have more opportunities to be able to grow as well. So you're helping more than just yourself doing this exercise. So find something in your life that you're not happy with. It may be beliefs about yourself. So beliefs perhaps about you not being good enough, not being worthy, not being lovable, all of these beliefs about yourself. Maybe you do things, you have habits that you want to get rid of that you know are connected to your ancestry. Maybe it's something that has been passed down from generation to generation. So it could be an addiction or something that's being passed on from generation to generation. Now, a lot of the things that we inherit are learned. So we learn from our parents, and our parents learn from their parents, and they learn from their parents. So a lot of it's learned behaviour, and that is much easier to remove. But there's also an element of genetic connection. For families that have experienced a lot of fear and anxiety, perhaps persecution, or they've just lived in environments where it's been just really, really tough, you can actually genetically start to develop a personality that is more anxious oriented. So these things can be passed down through our DNA and through our cellular body, but we can also help clear that by doing this type of work. We don't have to be stuck with it. Just because it's in our DNA doesn't mean that we're stuck with it. So some of it's going to be learned and some of it is going to be inherited. And by doing this sort of work, we can work with both of those things. If you're adopted, you will find that some of the things that you struggle with will be learned from your adoptive parents, but there's also going to be energetic and genetic aspects that are still coming from your bloodline, from your actual blood ancestors. And so when you dig deep and you find out where some of your beliefs may come from, or behaviours or addictions come from, you may find that even if you can't access your ancestry, you can energetically connect to them, and you'll probably feel when you're doing this sort of work that you are releasing something from your ancestors. When I do this work myself, where I'm working with clearing away beliefs, for example, and I clear them away from myself and then I clear them away from my ancestors and my bloodline, I often really feel that energy going into my ancestors. I feel them being affected by it. I feel them letting go, because it really does feel like it's come down the line. And so I give myself time when I'm doing that release work to allow all of those cords that are wrapping us up in these beliefs, these addictions, these habits, whatever it is, are unraveling. So it really does work to help you, and it helps them at the same time. So find something, preferably a belief, because beliefs are easier to work with. It could be an addiction, but if you're dealing with an addiction, you're probably also dealing with a lot of beliefs associated with whatever it is that's underlying that addiction. So try something when you first start that is more belief oriented. Maybe I'm not good enough, or people like us, meaning people like our family, my family, people like my tribe, just can't get on in the world, or people like us will never be prosperous. Whatever your belief is that you're going to use for this exercise, you can pick lots and lots and lots of beliefs to come that you can still do this exercise with. So when you've picked a belief, say the belief is, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Okay, now that's definitely something that you've learned, and it's also something that is probably programmed into you as well from ancestors believing the same thing and being told the same thing. So, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. And see the sentence as like a rope. So it's like an energetic rope that is coiled around your body. And see yourself standing there with this rope of I'm not good enough all around your body. And then around you, either in front of you or maybe even in a circle, are your ancestors. Now you may see some familiar faces if there's grandparents that have passed on, but they may not necessarily be faces you recognise. They could be faces you recognise from a photograph or anything like that. But just imagine your ancestors are standing around, and they too have this coil around them of I'm not good enough. And you're all standing there wrapped up in this rope of I'm not good enough. And it's restricting you. It's restricting you from being able to be yourself in the world, to be able to express yourself in the world, to do the things you want to do in the world, to be able to share your amazing, brilliant self with the world. It's stopping you from doing all of these things. And it stopped them too. And imagine you have like a spirit knife, or a spirit dagger, or a spirit sword. It might be a golden coloured sword. And there could be a spirit holding that sword. It might be a deity holding that sword. Just allow it to manifest however it manifests in your imagination. And then just allow that sword to cut through those cords. And as it's cutting through your cords, there's also a spirit sword cutting through all of your ancestors' cords as well. And those cords are then released, fall to the ground, and they go down, down, down into the earth. Far, far, far into the earth, into the core of the earth, and are dissolved into the energy of the earth and recycled by the energy of the earth. And spend some time visualizing this. And as you do, you can just say, I release this from my mother and father. I release this from my ancestors. I release this from my bloodline. And I release this from myself. And you can say that over and over and over again many times, as much as you feel the need to, as those cords dissolve down into the ground. And then after you've done that, you want to replace that belief with something. so that it doesn't come back and that you don't have a void. And that belief would be simply a suggestion to the subconscious mind of, what if I am good enough? Or what if I am worthy? And then say it to your ancestors. What if we are good enough? What if we are worthy? And just keep saying it over and over and over again. What if I'm good enough? What if I'm worthy? Or whatever a positive reframe of whatever your negative belief is. But you want to put what if in front of it, because your subconscious mind isn't going to accept a positive belief straight away. You want to suggest it to your subconscious mind. You want to coax it into having a think about it rather than saying, no, you must accept that I'm worthy now. It won't have a bar of it. You want to suggest, well, what if I am worthy? What if we're all worthy? You may need to do this exercise a number of times, depending on how the belief is, or you may need to do some other things first to get you to the point where you're even ready to release this belief. Because sometimes you're not ready to release a belief. As dysfunctional as that belief may be, as traumatic as that belief may be, sometimes we are so comfortable with it that to let that belief go is really, really frightening and really, really scary. Because who will I be if I suddenly think I'm good enough? Who will I be if I feel worthy? Does that mean that I'm going to be arrogant and narcissistic? Does that mean I'm going to be a nasty person? A lot of these thoughts will go on in your heads, and that can make it very hard to let go of a belief in the first place. So just allow yourself to work through all of the beliefs that come up for you during this exercise. And one by one, you can work at releasing them in some way. That's a way that you can do your inner work on a belief that you do have, that you know you have, and maybe you've been working on for some time. I personally love to do those sorts of exercises. Often I will do things like that sort of exercise, but with tapping, because it helps release more energy and it helps calm the nervous system, which helps you connect more to your subconscious mind. So that's one of the reasons why I love working with EFT or tapping. And it's how I work with people one-on-one. When I'm working with people one-on-one, I use all sorts of methods of imagination, and just depends on the person. So if you are interested in doing any tapping with me, or any work on releasing any negative thoughts, beliefs that are inhibiting you in some way, then do take advantage of my free 30-minute clarity session. That clarity session is there just to help you get clear on what it is that you are struggling with, and so that you can see it and understand it more. And then if you want to work with me, we can talk about that at the end of that. That is a 30-minute clarity session. How you can contact me to book a session is in the description field below this video. Otherwise, if you want to join the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy and learn witchcraft with me, the link to my 12-month course as well as the community is in the description field below this video as well. It's another way that you can connect to who you are and work with a little bit of shadow work, but also work with the craft and learn how to practice witchcraft every day in a way that's going to connect you with nature, yourself, and magic. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.